Hi everyone, this is foolwholooms here, and I'm doing a fun little voiceover just so you guys can see what I'm doing. But also, I just wanted to talk to you guys because it's been a while. It's been a while since I uploaded a tutorial video, and I just wanted to talk and reflect because I'm almost 1 year into my looming activities. I'm not 1 year in my business, but I do want to talk about my business and what's been going on my Instagram and what's been going on just in general, because I think it's fun. I think it's fun just to debrief, break down some things, and talk about my plans for my small business. I just wanted to say first, if you guys stumbled upon this video and you guys came to the Santa Cruz Palestine event, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for coming here and fundraising money to help the people in Palestine, especially those two families that the organizers were talking about. It really touched my heart, and the manifestos that I heard. I think it's beautiful. I think it's lovely that we're all here as a community to make sure that the people in Palestine get their aid and have a second chance to live because of this gruesome war. I don't want to get into the politics of it, and I will be deleting comments that do get into the politics of it. It's just I see it as a little bit ignorant, and I see it as very dehumanizing. And if that's what you don't believe in, that's fine, but this is just not the space for you. So please respect that. Just, I really don't want this to be about the whole Palestine and Israel war, because I'm afraid every time I speak out about it, it gets a little too political, and it just doesn't make any sense at the end of the day, because it just feels like people are dehumanizing the situation, and I don't want people to do that. And I just believe that whether Israeli or Palestine, people don't deserve to be in a war and have their life completely just taken away from them because of a political manifesto. But that's just my opinion. And like I said, I will be deleting comments. If it does get to that point. But I really wanted to say thank you to all of the supporters that did come and bought some stuff. I made around $80, and I was able to donate 20% of that to the funds that was needed to the family. I didn't donate them to Care for Gaza because they already reached their goal, and the money that I was going to be sending is a little bit more direct to the families. I know some organizations, it's not really their fault, it's a really tough situation that they're in the moment, are having a hard time distributing the funds because blockades and stuff, but I just send it to them directly. It helps a lot. Also, Care for Gaza has already reached their goal. Their goal was 2 million. Last time I checked, it already was past that. So yeah, I am not going to be sending money to Care for Gaza or any organizations that already reached their goal. I'm going to find more organizations that haven't reached their goal yet, just to help them and just to help the people in Palestine. So enough about that. It's been 3 minutes, and I'm 3 minutes rambling about that, but I just wanted to say thank you to anyone that supported. That was my first vending experience, which was so cool. It was so fun. I enjoyed the music, I enjoyed the people, I enjoyed talking to you guys. My voice was sore afterwards because I was just talking to every person that came to my booth, and I was making small talk with them. I've made new acquaintances, and I am still looking for more bookings. So if you want me to vendor in your area, just let me know. You can just shoot me a DM in my Instagram, foolwholooms, or my email, foolwholooms@gmail.com. I'll be linking a lot of those in the description below. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to anyone who is supporting. So obviously what I'm doing right now is not a looming or loomigurumi tutorial or anything in fact with Rainbow Loom. I'm back in my hometown for a bit. I'm gonna be here for 3 weeks. Probably by the time I upload this video and post it on the YouTube channel, I'm already back in my university or in Santa Cruz. I just didn't bring my rainbow loom stuff with me because it's just a hassle to bring them back and forth, and stuff does get lost in transit. I did realize a lot of the stuff that I was supposed to sell at the venue or the vendoring was not packed properly, or I did not pack them for Santa Cruz because I forgot. So they're in my room right now. They're in my hometown. They're in my childhood room. So I'm gonna be bringing them to Santa Cruz for the next vendoring. Just so I can, you know, sell them, because I do need more space for my creations, and I do want to make more. So yeah. But also, yeah, it's a really hard thing to do when you have to move one place to another constantly. So I just rather have all of my stuff there and like the things that I need here. But as you guys can tell, especially in the painting or what I'm doing right now, I just got back into watercoloring again. You can see me there in the frame. Embarrassing. You can see me in the frame. I'm just painting along. I don't know what, I don't think I'm sick right now, but whatever. You can just see me, I'm painting along. Just ignore my face. I get very close to the paper just to like get the details in, and it's not good for my back, so I need to stop doing that. But I've been getting back into painting, or I've been getting back into watercoloring, painting, gouache. I got back into gouache recently. If you guys checked my Instagram, I did do a couple of gouache paintings. I did one with Slaughterhouse Beach Dog, which I'm gonna put up here. Yeah, prompt. I just like snapped. Yeah, there you go. You can see the picture of Slaughterhouse Beach Dog, or Slaughter Beach Dog. I think that's what they're called. I always call them Slaughterhouse Beach Dog. It's just Slaughter Beach Dog. I need to stop doing that. I'm gonna be called a fake fan. But and that's when I saw them live at the Catalyst during my winter quarter of freshman year, which was super fun. I loved it. It was such a good performance. I'm gonna show some like clips of the performance here and there popping up on the screen right now. Yeah, I saw half a modern baseball live too, if you guys are like really big in Midwestern emo as I am. I saw them live. It was awesome. It was really cool. It was like the best $30 I spent in my life, and I'm pretty sure I couldn't pay for like my meals the next day. So I was like writing off of like slug points. Yeah, that's like the currency called for our university. I was writing off for slug points for like a good like month after that. But it was really fun. It was a really fun show, and if they are on tour again, I'm definitely gonna be seeing them. But if they are on tour and you're watching this, you guys should totally see them. Like, they're a really good band, and I really enjoyed them. So yeah. Anyways, besides that, I did gouache paintings with the gouache that I had for 2 years. It's the Himi gouache paints, and I think I might be buying more from Amazon. I might be buying a bigger pack because I really like the color it comes. I am not really huge on like mixing my colors. I am a big person, or I'm really big on like mixing it on the canvas. I know it's super like illegal, quote unquote. It's like so wrong to do that. Like, I know it's so advised against, but I find it the easiest. I really like it like that because I get to blend it a little bit easier. It just feels like I don't know, I'm interacting with the canvas when I'm doing that. So I know a lot of people are like, don't paint on the canvas, that's a stupid rule, but don't mix your colors on the canvas. It's very strongly advised to do that, but I just do it. It's a really bad habit of mine. But if you guys are obviously more experienced watercolor artists, gouache painters, and stuff like that, and it is wrong, and it's like, and there's actually a better way to do it, because I personally haven't found a better way to blend my colors together, especially with watercolor, without layering them together, let me know in the comments, or maybe make a response video. I'd be very interested in that. Yeah. As you could tell, this is a little yap session. So I'm going to be going in and out just talking about like my small business, my topics and stuff for a good hour. I'm only 10 minutes in, so I have to yap for 5 more times. I really don't know what to yap about, but I'm gonna find something to yap about. Like, if I have to yap about, like, I don't know, some random facts I learned at school, I will. Just to get like the voice memo part out of the way because I don't want to edit this voice memo. I wanted to make it feel like a phone call between the both of us. So I really got this I got this inspiration from Kalel Colin. I think that's their full name. Or no, that's her full name. Yeah, that's her full name persona. She does videos like this where she does like a late night talk podcast. Yeah, a late night talk podcast with like her internet friends, and she did one with Morgan. Morgan, I don't know what's her last name, but she did one with Morgan, and she also did one with Joey Graceffa, which was really interesting. It was like a really interesting like podcast to listen to, and I really enjoyed it. Like it was like a fun phone call between the both of them, and they were just talking and having fun, and it was such a cool concept, and I hope that she continues it. Anyways, enough about that. I am very much rambling. I don't know. My nose is a little bit stuffy. Maybe I am getting sick and I need to rest up for a bit. But yeah, I did get back into painting and gouaching and whatever everyone calls it. I'm not abandoning my loomigurumi creations. I'm actually wanting to expand more off my business. I was thinking maybe I could sell prints. No, I'm not gonna smell stickers. I could sell stickers. I did a creation for Charlie the guinea pig, in which I might hopefully sell them soon. I need to find a secondhand company to do that for me, or I could just get them off Amazon with like a specific creation, like a customizable sticker sheet and stuff like that. I just need to do more research and business on that, but I really want to sell more of my art. Like I have a lot of things piling up too. I want to start selling more of them, like selling more of my paintings and just see where it goes, because like why not sell my stuff, because it makes money. It did help pay for like my food for like the next week, so thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys who supported, but also it's just like I'm sharing my art with other people, obviously with a paywall. Like I could give these out for free, but I would like to be able to buy the materials for them, so I'd be able to continue supporting myself as like an artist, as like a side job, and be able to share my art and, you know, share with people, talk to people, connect with people with just my art. I think it's really interesting, and I like to reciprocate that too. I love going to like other people's vendors and buying their art because it's just fun. I remember I bought a like a scratch sketch, I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. I need to ask people that are art majors at my university, because I'm not an art major, I'm a STEM major, but they did like a scratch art thing, and it was with cats scratching the UC police department cars, and I thought it was so cool because, you know, I've been getting into like anarchy and stuff, and we're very much against cops and stuff. And if that's something you get offended by, I'm really sorry. Like, look, my art, I'm pretty progressive. I like to think I'm pretty progressive. I also hope I show that through my art. So if that really offends you, I apologize, but you are not welcome in my space. Like, you are not welcome in my space. Goodbye. Anyways, yeah, it was like a UCPD, like trash painting. I don't want to call it trash because it's not trash, but like it's trashing on them, and it was so good. And I have it in my townhouse room. I have it in my room. I would do a room tour, but I also just don't want to, because I don't want to hear my roommates. I don't want my roommates hear me talking to myself about my room and going into like specific details about my room, because I feel like that's a bit invasive to them, even though I live there. But like it would be like invasive for like the people that previously lived there. I don't know. It just feels weird to me because it's not permanently my space. There's a really good chance that I might need to move out in like the next 2 years anyways, next 2 to 3, 4 years. So it's not permanent, like it's not my space. It's like we're sharing it. So I just think it'd be weird. But I will show a picture if I can. I don't think I took a picture, but I'll like show a picture of like the room that is currently Like, that is the space right now. It's a really cute space. It's really cozy. I have like carpet too, so it's super nice. Like, I actually low-key miss having carpet in my room because I have hardware or I have hardwood floors right now because of my dog, because my dog craps on everything that is soft. So we had to renovate, which sucks. Which, boo, absolute sucky. But I do really miss having carpeted floors. Anyways, yeah, but that's what I wanted to say with like vendoring and stuff. I think, yeah, I really went on that tangent there. But if you guys haven't been to like house shows, hardcore shows, or like any shows near your area, it could just be anything, I recommend it. They are so fun. I enjoy going to the shows, and if you don't have anyone that like isn't into that, you can still go. Like, I feel like at my age right now, because I'm a college student, I do have to experience a lot of things alone because mom and dad aren't here, obviously, and then my hometown friends are obviously in my hometown. So I am forced to just learn how to live in my own skin, which is so fun. I actually really do enjoy it. It sucks at times, but once you really get the groove of it and you like learn how to live with yourself, it's really fun. Like, I went to a lot of events by myself, and then I ended up talking to like so much more people. I remember this one time too. It's not a vendoring or a show experience. This is when I was at VidCon by myself, and I made like 2 new friends because they just followed me. They were just talking about being at VidCon on Twitter, and I was like, okay, so am I. And it was really creepy because obviously I'm like online, and like these are all online people, so I didn't want to be like a creep, and I didn't want to creep them out too, because a lot of the people that I was supposed to go to, like my 2 friends from my hometown, couldn't go, and then I was supposed to meet someone else, but they kind of bailed out, or they were super busy, which was like super frustrating. Anyways, whatever. So I ended up meeting these 2 people that were like really big on like Smosh, same as I am, and we went to the meet and greet together, and it was so fun. It was so cool. I really love them. If you're my Twitter mutuals and you went to the Smosh meet and greet with me, I love you. I love you so much. You are amazing. But yeah, it was really fun. I actually got to meet my favorites, like my absolute faves since I was 10 years old. And yeah, it's actually really insane that I've been consuming their content for about almost like more than 10 years now. It's been 10 years now to think about it. And because I started consuming their content when I was like 8 or 9, and now I'm 19. So that's super cool. Love that for me. I really do hope that I'm gonna still consume their content after I finish college, just so I can go back and, I don't know, maybe get my graduation pictures there. I think it'd be really funny if I like went to a Smosh meet and greet and had my graduation pictures done there, because I'm pretty sure by the time they have VidCon, I will be already graduated. Like, I graduate around like mid-June, and they have VidCon around like late June, like around the 26th usually, but I'm not sure. Yeah, they usually have it pretty late, and it's so fun. It would just be so funny. Like, yeah, and it'd also make my 10-year-old heart happy that I graduated with like a super hard degree, technically, quote unquote hard degree. I don't want to sound pretentious, like, oh, my degree is so fucking hard, but you like know what I mean. And just have them pose with me. I think it'd be funny, and also I think it'd be really cool. But yeah, anyways, I do go to a lot of events by myself, and I always find new people to talk to. I think it's just super fun and whimsical, but I do understand the anxiety and stuff. But really, like, really push yourself, like, really go out there. I felt very anxious too, just going by myself. Like, I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna get home, blah 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 blah. But then I kind of found the comfort in that by just, how am I gonna get home? How am I gonna talk to people? Like, I find it so fun. Like, it's just like a challenge. It's like a little challenge for me. and it's like an adrenaline rush just to like figure out how the fuck am I gonna get somewhere. Like, I think I was at a hardcore show and my only transportation I had was the bus, and I needed the bus to go, you know, back to my place, but I also wanted to go to the after party. So I got into a random stranger's car with just 2 people I just met, and we went back to the after party. We went back to the after party house just to find out it was conveniently a 5-minute walk from where I lived. So if anything was bad, I could have just dipped. But anyways, I stayed for the after party. It was super fun, and I like had this really meaningful conversation with someone about recreational drug use and the importance of like Narcan and stuff on the floor of someone's house that I just barely knew. And it was a really interesting conversation. That was like actually a conversation that I still hold a little bit dear in my heart. So if you were that person, thank you. I really appreciate that. I don't want to out too much because it does get a little bit personal. Also, I did talk about a little bit more personal stuff with like that type of stuff. Anyways, but then I also found like my friends, mutuals that go to UCSC that are also my hometown friends. I just outed the school I went to. Oh my gosh. Anyways, whatever. I literally said my location, and I was like, I go to college, so you can just put 2 and 2 together. Like, it's super not hard. There's like only 2 colleges in Santa Cruz, so you can put 2 and 2 together. Please don't call my advisors or some shit. Like, that'd be weird. Or don't stalk me, but like, yeah, anyways. So, yeah, I like met so many new people. I like had such like meaningful experiences, and it's super fun. So yeah, if you are shy, I feel like sometimes you just have to go out there and talk. I like to say I'm introverted, but I really try. Like, I really try to push the boundaries, like, especially if I feel uncomfortable. I'm just like, okay, well, I just gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep yapping. Like, I could talk for hours. Like, an example would be this one. I'm literally talking for hours right now. But, I could just talk for hours and hours and hours and hours on end. And, you know, just keep the conversation going. So, there's that. Anyways, that's enough about, like, going to shows by myself. I think I was originally talking about vendoring, which was super fun. And I also met a lot of friends from vendoring experiences, and I bought a crap ton of stuff. I bought a bracelet. I just don't know where it is. I think I put it back into my little container, like my little jewelry box. I need to find it again, because that is it's beautiful, and I'm so glad I spent money on that. That was like the best like $8 I spent, and I just remembered I had that, so I need to find it again because it's beautiful. I just don't want to forget about it and throw it away, or like never wear it again and be a waste of money. Anyways, I think I'm gonna talk about the watercolors I mean. So I'm gonna go and get my stuff, buy my stuff. It's literally across from me. So, actually, I'll take it with me. I'm taking my MacBook. Okay. So, yeah, you can hear the thump of me just putting my MacBook down. And my chair moving. But the stuff I use, I just got a new watercolor sketchbook or watercolor book. The reason why is because of portability. Like, I think it just would be so inconvenient to have like a crap ton of papers just smudged in a portfolio, and then like I bring it around all the time. So I bought a watercolor paper book, and I got the Canson, which is the one I'm using right now. And okay, I guess I'm gonna do a little review while I'm talking about it. I don't really like it, simply because the watercolors, like, the more you layer it, the more it gets warped at the bottom, and I don't mind it. It's not the end of the world for me, but the annoying thing is when I'm like layering colors, I accidentally leave a lot of water dips there, and I won't be able to see because, you know, it's clear. So when it dries down, there's like little water rings around, which isn't like the end of the world for me, but it's just a little inconvenient and does make the painting look a little funky. But overall, it does hold its stiffness. It's very thick, so water will not bleed through. And I've had some fun with it on the first page. I made some flowers and I drew a little vine on top or on the side. And now I obviously have the portrait that you guys are seeing in the front. I have no idea who she is. Gonna be real with you. This was just some random person I made up in my head. And I was like, this is the watercolors that have been provided. I'm just gonna use those colors to make something. And it worked. And the two watercolors that I absolutely love using is the Koi watercolors and the Winsor and Newton watercolor palettes that are portable. I don't like to get the individual tubes, just like I say, I don't like to customize my own personal packs. I just think it's really annoying because it's like a bunch of paints that I have to worry about all at once. I'd like to keep it in one place just to keep the organization. I know it's not practical because people really like to have those separate colors or have their own customability. I don't like to. It's super annoying. And also gives me a little bit more of a challenge to work with what I have. That's what I realized. So I have the Winsor and Newton. I'm going to have a video clip right here and here. Oh my god, I could snap with my right hand. So I have those two here. In the beginning of the video, I'm gonna go back to my bed. I'm gonna go back to my bed. Okay. In the beginning of the video, you can see me like accidentally taking all the water colors out. Yeah, that was me. That was super annoying. It was pretty bad. I was kind of getting annoyed. I was like, crap. And then I have to put it back in, and I had like long nails, so I was afraid that I was gonna damage the watercolors and, you know, lose a little bit of its life, because I do want those watercolors to last forever, to last until I use them all up, which, you know, I guess will happen eventually, but I don't want it to be soon. But I have those colors, but I do love the Winsor & Newton palette. I got the one that was like $34 in Michael's. It was pretty expensive. I think I looked at it again when I went back to Michael's to get those watercolor papers, because I got those two palettes like almost 2 years ago now. I got them like around 2022. It's now 2024. I realized how expensive it was, and I was like, oh my god, like, Jesus Christ. Art supplies are super expensive. Like, I don't know how I was like able to get like so much, or why my parents just kept saying yes to like buying my paints and stuff. But like, watercolors are super expensive, or I don't know, maybe Michael's is just expensive in my opinion. But if you are getting into watercolor, I do recommend those two. Like, those are my two favorite palettes at the moment. I worked with other palettes. I worked with the arts, what's the I'm sorry, what's the Michael's brand? The Michael brand ones, and they weren't the best. And I didn't like the fact they were in the tin foil, and it was just so impossible to open. I think I still have it, but I cannot open it. And look guys, I would love to be able to open it, but I just wasn't able to. So I don't recommend getting the pan one. The pan 24 color ones from Arts and something. Art and Fly? I think that's what they're called. No, that's not what they're called. That's another brand. The Michael's brand, it's horrible. I just hate the packaging, and that just made me like not want to buy them. So yeah. But I love those two watercolors. I love the Koi ones. I think the Koi ones are actually a little bit cheaper besides the Michael brand ones, but they're still really good. I also just like how the Koi one has like the sponges in there, so if you have like a little bit too much of pigment or color, pigment or water, you can just dab it in there. It's just so convenient. Like, it was so smart of them to do so. Thank you to whoever invented that. You are a lifesaver. I love that feature on the watercolor palettes. I also like how it has the removable like water mixing pan on top. I think that was cool. I just really like the travel sets. They're also just fun. I just like their like the functionality, I think, is fun. I really like it. Like, I'm a big fan of like the traveling watercolor palettes or stuff like that. I know a lot of people like to have them customizable. I think I watched a video on Watercolors 101 where it's like, you know, the person who was like who made the video, Emily Artful, I like her content. I'm kind of upset that she hasn't been like uploading, but understandably so. She talked about like having like own sets, like important colors to have, and I just feel like it'd just be 10 times nicer if you just get a palette. I'm pretty sure all those palettes have those colors, especially the ones that she was talking about. I think the Winsor & Newton ones, I know it's $34, but they have it. Like, trust me, like, it's kind of worth the investment because the Winsor & Newton ones are so good. I actually love those watercolors. But I do tend to lean more to the Koi ones because of the color variations, but I like both. Like, I think they're both really good quality. Like, I don't think there's a difference, but also I tend to lean more to cheaper art supplies now. Like, I remember I used like the extremely cheap like $1 paints, not the apple barrel ones that are from Walmart, because you have to go to Walmart to get them, and I don't have a Walmart where I live now, so I go to the Michael store to like get my art supplies. And I like how those paints are super cheap, but like they still work wonderful. Obviously not as good as like a Michael's brand one or like a more expensive brand, but I like them and it gets the job done and it just adds a challenge. And I feel like that's how I personally get better as an artist or something, because I'm not saying I'm like the best artist in existence, but I do like to make art, I do like to make creations, and I hope that it is good enough for you guys to enjoy. But I just think like having a little bit cheaper of supplies just make it a challenge. Like, I remember people were doing like Dollar Tree art supply challenge, stuff like that, and it just gets people to be more creative. And honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna keep digging into the cheaper ones, like the apple barrel paints that they sell on Walmart. Those are my favorite paints. They're so good for their price, and they get the job done. They mix well, they look good. I think like a little hack that I've like experienced, or that I like known and picked up: expensive canvas. Like, get an expensive canvas, cheap paints, you're fine. Like, I think it's better off if you're trying to cheapen out, invest more in a really good canvas than you would in paint. Because if it's like the opposite, you got a crap canvas but really good paints, the crap canvas is going to like be hell on earth for you to paint on. And I remember I worked with cheap canvases before, and it just did not look good. It just gave that cheap feel, and it made me like really upset. So I just used an expensive one. But you could still make expensive art with both cheap or expensive art supplies. It's just your technique and your style. But if you just want it a little bit easier to you and you are looking to shed some money, that's what I would recommend. But yeah, like I said, I've been getting back to art. It's super fun. I've been enjoying it. And even if you don't think you're good at it, or you are like whatever as like a hobby, you should still do it, even if you're not interested in pursuing it for the rest of your life. I'm not going to like make a living out of art. I think it's impractical because I'm just not that good of an artist, unlike every other artist I see on my university campus. I won't be able to make a living out of it because it's just not that good. But as recreational, it's super fun. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy making art. Like, you guys have no idea. I think it's super fun and super whimsical. Also, I forget to mention the Koi ones too. Some of their colors have a little bit of shimmer on it. If that's not what you want, that's fair, but I think it's fun. I love the fact that it has a little shimmer on it. If you look closely, you won't be able to see it on camera, but in person, if you look a little bit closer to the canvas, you can see a little bit of like shimmer. I don't know if it's like mica powder or that's just the pigment being the pigment, but you can see a little bit of a shimmer in there in the skin, especially because I use it as a skin color tone. It's super fun. It just makes it fun, and I love it so much. Yeah, so there's that. There's me rambling about watercolor painting. But another type of painting I really got back on is gouache. So I have the Hemi gouache paints that you can get for Amazon. I think about 50 bucks when I got it. Yeah, I got it for 50 bucks in Amazon. And then I got the paintbrushes too. I really like the paintbrushes. I actually like them. I think they're cool. I think they're cute. I think they're demure, whimsical, and fun. And I love gouache painting. It's like acrylic painting, and I think I might stick to gouache painting more instead of acrylic painting because I love acrylics, but they get so messy, and I live in a shared space. So I don't want to get paint on the carpet. I don't want to get paint on the tables. I just don't want to be messy. And it just doesn't give me the vibe of cleanliness, you know? Like it's not as clean. So I'm gonna be bringing my acrylic paint. I just won't be bringing them as often. I just won't be using them as often, but I'll be bringing them just, you know, for fun. If I want to paint, I feel like I'm in the mood for painting, I'll just bring it with me, and I'll put a towel under me and paint on the floor. I paint on the floor, by the way. I don't have like an actual space to paint besides my bedroom, but yeah, I paint on the floor. But with watercolors, it's so much portable, and especially with gouache too. It's portable, it's fun, and I kind of want to be able to like bring my watercolors with me and like paint, if that makes any sense, or like just make a quick sketch with landscapes and stuff. I really want to get the portable ones. I think the beaches at Santa Cruz, their gift shops sell them, and I want to get them so bad. Not to like review, I'll probably put a review out soon, but just to have it fun, whimsical. I'm saying whimsical a lot. I swear, like, I learn one new word and I'm just using it constantly, my bad. But it just keeps it fun and fresh, and I love keeping things fun and fresh. I hate doing the same thing over and over again. So I like to spice things up a bit. I'm really bad with routines, actually, because I get sick of it and then I start getting really depressed if I have to keep doing a routine over and over again. So I'm very like big on change. Like if one thing's permanent for like the rest of my life, I'll go insane. But I know some people are like that, and I'm not dissing them. Like, good for them. Actually, I'm kind of jealous because that just makes me a little bit more expensive because they live the simple lives while I'm like a maximalist. I like to go everywhere. Anyways, I want to get those like watercolor like travel sets and be able to paint on the go, like paint on the beach or paint when I'm hiking. Like, I just think it's fun. And I'm definitely gonna be looking more into sets with that. I'm gonna be looking more into that, maybe like through YouTube videos, through reviews, to see which ones are good for, you know, my buck, for my money's worth. And yeah, there's that. But also, I think I'm gonna be uploading all of my old art videos that I've had, that I did art and fly reviews. I did like art dubs and stuff like years ago, and I'll put the original date in the description, just so I can have like a track of my progress somewhere. And it's gonna be in this YouTube channel. It's in my other YouTube channel, which is just dedicated to like Smosh edit and Smosh brain rot videos. I haven't uploaded videos in like a year in there, so I need to upload videos. I know I need to upload more Smosh brain rot videos. I promise I'll upload another Smosh on crack video, especially with their Bit City stuff. I think that's super fun. And yeah, I really want to transfer all of my videos that I had in my old YouTube channel to like my other. Also, if you hear like loud opening and doors and stuff, it's my brother, my bad. But I really want to do that. I really want to have that like fun, fresh experience with y'all. Anyways, back on what I was saying with like my old YouTube channel. My voice is low-key kind of dying out on me. I'm really sorry, but I do have a YouTube channel with all my old videos in it. It's all privated, but I'm going to re-upload them on this channel, my creation channel, instead of my Smosh Brain Rot channel. And yeah, I previously said I just wanted to keep it in track with progress, and I already mentioned that, so I'm gonna shut up about it. But yeah, I used to do like a lot of art dumps and stuff, and yeah, there's that. I think we're nearing it's like we have like a little bit 10 minutes left, so I think I'm just going to talk about, I don't know what to yap about. Like, this is a yapping session between the both of us. But you can't interject. Like, you're just listening to me. Like, it's some podcast. And I don't know, I'm like running out of ideas to talk about. But, yeah. I really hope I can sell these arts. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I hope I can sell these arts. But also, I kind of want to do like an art supply video. Like, where I talk about my art supplies, my collection of art supplies. But I feel like it'd be so lame because it's an, like, if I'm going to do an art supply video, I feel like I'd have to do it like in Santa Cruz. And then it would just be lame because I don't have a lot of stuff like for art. Like, a lot of it is in my hometown, but I have to bring it back to Santa Cruz, and that's just a big move. And a lot of the art supplies that I use, especially markers and stuff, I don't use anymore because I don't like using them. I don't know. I used to be very big on like alcohol markers, so I used to use alcohol markers, professional markers, you know, for arts and stuff, and I quickly realized that I hated them, but I was like, maybe I'm just really bad at them and I'm not really good at it. So I kept, you know, trying to pursue them, trying to be better at them, and I kind of went and realized when I tried to like them again that I just don't like them. I can't layer them the way I want to, so I can't blend them properly. I have to blend them when they're still wet, and I have to choose the colors, so I can't really like mix and be fun with it. But also that it's just like not fun to do markers because it's so quick and it's so easy, but it doesn't give me like a challenge. And yeah, it makes the art a little bit more poppy, more popped out, cutesy, but I like to dive in more into realism when I'm in my art zone, when I'm doing my art, and I don't like the fact that you can't really do realism with them. You can only do like cartoonish stuff, and I do like a good cartoonish style. I draw sometimes in Kate Wert's art style with like animals and stuff, and I think it's super fun. I have like my own persona that I do want to talk about in a bit, but I just don't think it's fun. Like, I just don't like it. And I don't know, maybe it's controversial. A lot of people now, I think like the new rave is paint markers. So acrylic paint markers. A lot of people are into that. I just remember I bought a lot of alcohol markers because everyone was into that, and then I feel like people just realized that paints are just fun to work with. So people start getting into Poscas, paint markers and stuff like that, so they started making more alternatives. They made the Ohuhu, I think Ohuwu, whatever y'all say it, made some paint markers alternatives, which I might buy some because I do like the solid colors in them, and I also like the fact that they're acrylic and they're in a marker, so it won't get as messy, and I just think it's like super fun. I've been liking paint markers. I do have some paint markers that are from Sharpie that are quick dry, and I've been using them. I've been using them to like write words in my journals, or not my journals, my sketchbooks, where I'm like writing little poems in them because I think it's fun. I think I'm gonna be doing a sketchbook tour soon, so you guys can see what my sketchbook looks like if you guys want to see. Back. I had to redo this voiceover again because I changed it onto my phone, and I also just realized that I could do a voiceover directly through CapCut instead of voice memo. And I placed my phone down near my towel, and it started getting all muffly, and it just didn't sound good, and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna redo this part. It's gonna take 14 minutes, whatever, I'll do what I have to do, but I am recording my voiceover through my phone. And yeah, hopefully it sounds a bit better. I actually did a little bit comparison, and it does, so yay me. Anyways, okay, so I think I was talking about I wanted to talk about my persona. Yes, I do want to talk about my persona. I'm not gonna go much into it, but I do have a dragon persona. It's very much in Kate Wert's art style. I am very inspired by her when it comes to persona drawings and stuff. I really like her art. I'm also doing a little webcomic that is inspired by Smosh. It's called Smashers. It's still in the pre-process. I'm still sketching out ideas. I'm still working on ideas. I think I released a sneak peek on the first page on my Tumblr, which is Smosh Punisher. I'm gonna leave that down in the description below if you guys want to see, but also it's a lot more Smosh brain rot. If you're not into that, if you don't like Smosh, that's fine. This is not a Smosh fan account or fan channel. This is just me doing art and wanting to expand from that. But I do have a channel dedicated just to Smosh brain rot. It's just S.H. edits. I'll link that down below too if you guys are interested, where I do like video edits of like Ian and Anthony, and I also did like some Smosh crack. Like it was 2016 again, and oh my gosh, it was super fun to make. I'm gonna make another one, I promise. I just haven't had the time because of university, but definitely when I get back to Santa Cruz, I'm gonna be making more Smosh fan brain rot account stuff. Like it was so much fun. I thought it was so fun. I loved it and I miss it. But yeah, anyways, besides my Smosh fan stuff, I do have a persona. I'm not really gonna go into detail about it because I really want to save it for my sketchbook tour. I am planning to do a sketchbook tour because I just want to. Like, it's halfway finished, so obviously when I'm finished with the sketchbook, I am going to do a tour of it, and you're gonna see like years worth of progress, or not years, but like almost 1 year worth of progress, because I've had that sketchbook for a year. Just me sketching out ideas, drawing, having fun, practices and stuff, because it's really messy. It's meant to be messy. It's a really messy sketchbook. And yeah, I just really want to like really show people like my progress and stuff, because I've been watching sketchbook tours and it looks so cool. Like, I love people's progress. I love how people scrap and like make collages in their sketchbook. That's what I've also been doing, and I just think it's fun, and I really hope that I finish the sketchbook and I'm able to show you guys like maybe before the not school year, but the year ends, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know how much I'm gonna be sketching or doing much in my sketchbook, but I just want to show the progress. I think it's super fun, and I think it just keeps things super whimsical and cool. Besides all of that, I do want to get into my business stuff before the video ends. I should have talked about it in the beginning, but this is a yapping session. I didn't promise I'll talk about it in the beginning, so whatever. But I am going to be closing down my Etsy shop for a bit. Not forever. It's not permanent. But I'm going to be closing down my Etsy shop for a bit to be able to count all my inventory accurately, to sell my stuff. Because I did sell at a market, and a lot of the stuff that I sold were also on Etsy, so I just needed to update that. But also, I want to revamp it a bit. I want to give it a new theme. I want to... obviously, it's going to be the cute pink aesthetic. I like the color pink to, like, keep it cute. I'm not a big fan of the color pink, but I do like the color pink to keep it cute, so, you know, I'm not going to be much of a hater over the color. But I do want to keep it cute, but I also want to keep it fresh, keep it exciting for everyone. I just don't want it to be the same thing for like years on end. So there's going to be a new logo. I might revamp the whole YouTube channel for a bit. Like I said, I am uploading my old videos from my other YouTube channel that is now a Smosh Brain Rot channel to this one, just to keep track and progress, but also just to have them here on YouTube. But yeah, I hope that you guys will enjoy that, but I'm gonna close down my shop for a bit. It's not permanent, I promise, but just to keep inventory count. But also, I am going to be making a crap ton of stuff, maybe like winter break, and then have it revamped for the spring. So I won't have it open for the holidays. I know I should have. Wait, maybe I'll think about it, but it's not gonna be for a long time. The latest is definitely gonna be after winter, but earliest is probably gonna be after Thanksgiving. So I just need to revamp, and I just need to stock up for a bit so I'm not stressed out, because I do make my loomigurumis, not made to order, but made so like I make a inventory and then I sell them. I think made to order just stresses me out, because there's like a time frame where I have to make them, and it's not as flexible with my schedule, especially because I do have school. So I don't want people to wait for their orders for a long time. I just want to be like, oh, I have this ready to go, and I'll just ship it out to people. I know people like, what is it, made to order, because they won't have to worry about stocking up and hoping to sell, or just, you know, just to make sure that inventory is fair. But I kind of could figure out where and what to make. So I will be having a little bit of a revamp soon. I'll let you guys know on my Instagram on foolwholooms. So follow me on Instagram, foolwholooms. I also am going to be talking about more about my vending experiences and my vendors, like my markets that I'm going to. So if you really want to buy my stuff, I know some people did, so if you're stumbled upon this video and you're one of them, I'll let you know on my Instagram 100%. I'm not going to leave you guys in the dark, but I will 100% let you guys know when my next vendor experience or my next market is, so you guys can come and support me, which would be super nice. And like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, thank you guys so much for supporting my business. Like, thank you guys. It really means a lot to me because it motivates me to make more, and it just brings community, and I love community. Anyways, I can't really think much more to talk about. I think I already said everything I wanted to say. I have a couple of more minutes left, so just enjoy a couple of more minutes of me painting, or me doing the final touches of this painting. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow my Instagram, foolwholooms. Follow my Etsy for last minute things that you guys want to buy. And yeah, before I close my shop down, and follow my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, so you're notified. So when you click that notification bell, you're notified when I next upload if you enjoy my content. And like this video if you like it, and if you don't, free to dislike it, and you know, you could move on with your day. I am not here to trash on anyone's opinions. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video in silence. So yeah, goodbye everyone.